They must be forced to understand that the road to success is largely uncomfortable. It is.
Nation mourns coaching legend Stephen Francis. Jamaica is mourning the loss of one of the most influential figures in the nation's sporting history. Legendary athletics coach Stephen Franno Francis has died at the age of 64, bringing an end to a coaching career that transformed Jamaican sprinting and inspired athletes around the world. Francis passed away late Saturday, just one day after celebrating his 64th birthday, according to the MVP Track and Field Club, which confirmed his death on Sunday. Francis was the co-founder and technical director of the Maximizing Velocity and Power MVP Track Club, established in 1999. At a time when many of Jamaica's top athletes believed they had to leave the island to achieve international success, Francis challenged that idea. His vision was simple but ambitious: prove that Jamaican athletes, coached by Jamaicans and training in Jamaica, could become the best in the world. Over the next quarter century, he turned that vision into reality. Under his guidance, MVP became one of the world's premier athletics programs, producing an extraordinary list of Olympic and World Championship medalists. Among those he coached were sprint stars Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shericka Jackson, Asafa Powell, Michael Frater, Nesta Carter, Sharon Simpson, Melanie Walker, Khalees Spencer, Bridget Foster Hilton, and more recently Kishane Thompson, Tia Clayton, and Tina Clayton. His athletes collectively won dozens of Olympic and World Championship medals, cementing Jamaica's reputation as the sprint capital of the world. What set Stephen Francis apart was not only the medals his athletes won, but the way he approached coaching. Known for his analytical mind and meticulous attention to detail, Francis developed training programs grounded in science, biomechanics, and data. Before dedicating himself to athletes full-time, he earned a degree in management studies from the University of the West Indies and later completed an MBA in finance at the University of Michigan, graduating among the top students in his class. Although he had opportunities to pursue a successful business career, he chose instead to invest his talent in developing Jamaican athletes. Tributes have poured in from across Jamaica and the international sporting community. Prime Minister Andrew Holness described Francis as a visionary whose work elevated Jamaica's global standing in athletics. MVP Track Club President Bruce James said Francis changed the trajectory of Jamaican athletics, proving that world-class excellence could be achieved through local coaching, management, and facilities. World Athletics also paid tribute, recognizing his immense contribution to the sport and his role in shaping generations of champions. Only days before his passing, MVP Track Club had confirmed that Francis was receiving medical treatment in hospital, asking the public to respect his privacy while thanking Jamaicans for the outpouring of prayers and support. His death has now brought those messages of concern to a close, replacing them with tributes celebrating a life dedicated to excellence. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to Jamaica, Francis was awarded the Order of Jamaica in 2017, one of the country's highest national honors. Yet many believe his greatest legacy cannot be measured in awards or medals alone. It lives on in the athletes he mentored, the coaching philosophy he pioneered, and the confidence he gave a nation to believe that the world's fastest runners could be developed right here at home. As tributes continue from athletes, coaches, and fans around the world, Stephen Franno Francis will be remembered not only as one of Jamaica's greatest coaches, but as a visionary, who forever changed the landscape of world athletics. Subscribe today, turn on notifications, and never miss the stories that matter most. Jamaica News Now, your Highlands, your news, right now.